Hey, yo guys, what's going on, man? It's your boy Brock of VR Mods here today, bringing you another live commentary video. Today it's going to be the third version of this game, this kind of setup that I do. I just haven't found classes that I've found been very comfortable with until now. These are the classes I feel comfortable playing with, and I'm going to explain to you why in just a second. So they're a little different from the last video that I made, and guys, this is going to be going up on a day that I didn't upload for 2 days. I didn't upload for 2 days. This day is going to go up. I'm very sorry for that. Internet problems have been terrible. So let's get straight into it. This is the third time I've been doing this video. I made one, and then okay, so I made this video. Let me start over. I made this video a while ago, and I changed the classes. I didn't like the way they were, so I changed them up. I just changed them. I made them a little different. I didn't like the way I changed them to, so now it's at the way I kind of like them. But there's no S&D classes. It's pretty much all respawn game modes. I don't have. Again, I'm only first prestige, so I only have 6 game modes. But as soon as I move to the one, I'll probably buy, I think, 2 or 3 different. I'll probably buy about 3 custom slots because I don't want to prestige and lose everything I had. So, anyways, let's get right into the video. And again, sorry for not uploading for 2 days, but this video will be special. Anyways, so as you can see, all respawn. My first 2 classes, 1 and 1, are both hardpoint designed classes. 2, those 3 2s are all what I call switch classes. You know, YY stuff like that, you know, like trick shotters and shit, that insta swap shit. I'll get into like each specific one and what they're for in a second. Everything's pretty much laid out the same. Lightweight, you know, toughness, blast suppressor, those are all the main stuff. Always overclock, always EMP grenades. That's what I play with during tournaments. It'll definitely change. Sometimes I'll play with stuns, and sometimes I'll play with stuff like what is it? I want to say like overclock. I'll play with stuff either than overclock, like the mute and the trophy system, for sure. 2 things that I use. I don't use the hover, you know, it's a waste of time. Anyways, let's get into my first hardpoint class. So we got the Val Virtue. Now the reason I've explained this in my other videos, no grip. I want to get comfortable with the red dot sight. I like the red dot sight a little bit more, so I'm going to use it real quick. And plus the Virtue is up 1 in accuracy, so that makes it okay to not use grip. And I have toughness on this class, so we're good to go. Got stock, better mobility down in the red dot sight, got the quick draw to get in that red dot a little bit faster, so the red dot pretty much sets up the quick draw and the stock itself. Anyways, let's get on to attachments. No secondary. Flat jacket, danger close. The reason why, I'm going to be playing, I play a lot of OBJ. I've been starting to play a lot of support, which will explain this class, and this class. Been playing a lot of support / anchoring. Not a lot of players are very good at playing the anchor role, when it's a really easy position to play, you know, and you play it while playing support. You know, you just got to clear some lanes and just gotta make sure you hold down some good spawns. So it's not that hard, especially in this game. I find it fairly easy to do in hardpoint game modes. Anyway, so flat jacket and danger close. So when I should actually fix this up real quick. This is a waste of having. If I'm going to be using EMP grenades. I just realized that. So haha, we are going to throw that on there. Actually, do I want to do that, or do I want to put lightweight? Now, I know you guys are probably going to be thinking, put lightweight. I'm going to stick with fast hands, get these EMPs out there a little bit faster. Same thing here. I'm going to do the same thing, except now I have 2 free slots. So I'm going to add one of those, take off one of those, and just for shits and giggles, I got the rail driver, or this one. I'll just throw on this bitch. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna throw on a UAV on this class. Threat detection. Yeah, just for shits and giggles. So that's what I got on this class. Oops. So I flat jacket if I'm playing a lot of OBJ. If I have to put myself in that hardpoint, got a way to protect myself a little bit more from grenades. Now again, EMPs not all the time. Overclock not all the time. I don't use those both all the time, but I've been playing a lot better with EMPs. I just find they've been working a little bit better, so I've been using them more, right? They work, use them. Fast hands get those EMPs out there a little bit faster. Hardwired to keep your stuns and system hacks under the radar. You know, like you don't get the effect of them, which is really good. Toughness help you stop flinching when you get flashed, and along with the hardwired, it's awesome, and you don't get flinch when you're shot. Overclock gets in hardpoint faster than I need to. EMP grenades stun my enemies the same way a system hack does for moderate amount of time. Same thing with the speakeasy. Now the speakeasy has the locked, what is it, extended mags? Yeah, locked extended mag, so it can't put a perk there, and it doesn't take away one slot from my 13 slots that I can have, so that kind of works. That's why I have a UAV on this class and not on this class. But I've explained before why I use rapid fire, especially now that the speakeasy has just got nerfed. It's now slower in its fire rate, so you gotta definitely use the rapid fire on there. Even without it, it's still pretty good. And I use quick draw. I kept using grip, but in hardpoint I found myself I was a little bit behind everyone else. I was always like half a step behind everyone else. If I wasn't using quick draw, when I came around that corner, he'd already be pre-aiming, pre-firing me, and I wouldn't even have a shot out, you know. So I started using quick draw. Same attachments, same perks. This is where it starts to get a little bit different all over the board, but nothing too much. Here we got the spacer. I call this either the clear out or support. I'll usually pull this out on maps like here. Let me give you an example. Retreat or hardpoint. No, retreat, hardpoint, solar hardpoint. Usually any uplink matches, I'll usually pull this map out. It's a very available class. Like you can use it all over the map. So the spacer, Amelie, you know, it's got up in fire rate, down in accuracy. That way I didn't actually have to put, you know, rapid fire on. You know, it works really well, so just a little off on the accuracy, but if you're good with it, then, you know, no biggie. Thermal, grip, and quick draw. Professionals use that, like that's what all the pros use, so that's what I'm stick with. Lightweight because it is that LMG. Toughness because I don't want to flinch when I'm getting shot down in that thermal site there. Got some overclock and 2 EMP grenades, and of course the fast hands to get those EMP grenades out of there. And on my back, in my pocket, I got that speakeasy, just so I have a little bit more mobility around the map. When I need to switch to hardpoints and start, I guess, and then start playing a little bit more back onto the support role. It's kind of an all over the place kind of setup, but it works really well for almost all maps, all game types, except for S&D, of course. Battle Virtue. This is really what I call the destroyer class. This is I can do multiple things with this class. I kind of don't want to say what I do with this class, but I'm going to tell you guys because I can always change it up. The bow, I can do my support role, and what this class is designed for is when I'm giving up some support, giving it from a range, mid-range, sometimes long range, just giving some support on some hard points. I can clear out the competition, throw some EMPs in there, get the competition out of where I need them to be, and then actually run in there with the SMG and just spray the shit out of anyone that's in there, and wait for my teammates to pinch it up and get the hard point in. It's usually the class I need if I notice like there's 25 seconds, 30 seconds left and we need some time. I'll usually pull this out or this out and just start spraying and supporting from a little bit of a distance, depending on what hard point it is at what part of the map. Depending on what, you know, where the next one is, do I have to run a little bit further, then I'll probably pick this one. If it's pretty close, I'll use this one, right, because I don't need to run as fast. It's all about in-game, you know, what's happening in the game that we're playing at that time. But I got the speakeasy on the back. Here, another great class. This is what I call this is usually what I use for my S&D. I got my speakeasy over, you know, with the rapid fire and the grip. Now the reason I have grip on this one and not on this one is this is hardpoint. This is mainly S&D. This is like pre-snipe class. Got a thermal in there. It's just a little bit better. I guess you could say like it's almost like a stock, having a stock. It's just a little bit faster to aim in, and then it's just a little bit better in my opinion. If you're trying to hit a longer snipe, it's definitely not as good. It's just less accurate, but you know, that's just my opinion. If I'm not going to be able to hit that long snipe, I'll probably put myself in adjustable, you know, range to get in sight of, you know, getting that quick scope or, you know, that hard scope or whatever needs to be done. And it's usually more of an S&D based class. As you can see, I have blast suppressor and lightweight. I probably should, if I'm going to use this more for S&D, I'm actually going to put mute on now. And probably should, yeah, this class needs work. I'm just going to keep it on overclock for now. But yeah, so that's my first 5. And then I have my CTF uplink class, which is number 3. So as we can see, let's go over this real quick. This isn't what I use on the SM6, but after the buff, it's been really good. I'm trying to get extended mags on that gun and take off the, I'll probably take off the grip for the extended mags, and then that's what I'll have on that. Lightweight to get around the map faster, of course. Uplink CTF, want to get there as fast as possible. Then I got overcharged. Overcharged lets that overclock last longer. If I have the satellite or the drone or whatever you want to call it, and uplink. I want to be able to run as far as I can, as fast as I can for the longest period of time. I would be using the MP11 because it's got the best mobility in the game. It's as an SMG, but no, I find the SN6 just a little bit better. And I even have the breakneck. I was even debating on putting on the breakneck on there, but I didn't. Toughness, blast suppressor, obvious ones. EMP grenade, if you're playing something like, what is it, CTF, or no, uplink, then you can stun him just before he jumps in, and then he's actually screwed, and he can only go for the one. Gives your teammates just a little, like half a second, maybe even 1 second to just get into his face, pinch, maybe kill him, and even throw the ball out or play it, depending on what you need to do. If you need to wrap the ball and you need the points, or if you just need to throw it out and play reset, you're playing defense and they just randomly got it at that time, defense was maybe lacking. It works, but I'm trying to get 7 and 8 for S&Ds, and even maybe a 9th when I get on the 1. So these are really just all respawn classes. In my first video I did explain how I would set up my S&D classes, so if you want, go and check that out. That'll be, I'll probably leave a link for it in the description, but it's probably only like 3 or 4 videos back. It's not that much, so I don't think it's too hard to find. It's only a couple videos back. Anyways, guys, so I hope you liked this video. It's all respawn classes. I thought you guys would enjoy it. I thought you guys would like how I explained it and explained what I did and how I did it for what game modes I play each class with, and what kind of perks and attachments, etc., 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 that you should be using on that gun, on what gun especially. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you could get a feel for what I was doing, and I definitely hope you guys could try out some of these classes because they work really well. So guys, it's been your boy Brock, or VR Mods, here, coming to you live with another live commentary video, and I hope I can see you in my next video. Please drop a like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you liked it, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one.